top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. Political party representatives briefed on technical aspects of election preparedness ahead of nomination day. AFC drops Fernandes, Duncan and RAMSAROOP after aligning with APNU. Cab driver seeking justice over 2018 stabbing, says suspect in hiding in broad daylight. And Ministry of Education turns a sod for $979 million. VREEDEN Secondary School. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm ALETHEA Grant with the Thursday, 19th June 2025 edition of the HGP Nightly News. This is what you need to know this evening. The Guyana Elections Commission on Thursday engaged several political party representatives who will be contesting the 2025 general and regional elections. Thursday's engagement is in preparation for nomination day. Here is more.
Political party representatives, approximately of 28 political parties, were on Thursday briefed by the Guyana Elections Commission on the technical aspect of the elections process ahead of September 1 polls. Speaking was Prime News' Nazima Ragabir after Thursday's engagement with the elections body. Party representatives noted that the important nature of the engagement. Parties indicated that among their major concerns were the ongoing issue of the joinder party list agreement.
Many of the concerns raised, especially by the smaller party, as pertain to especially what happens with joining lists and specifically identifying the representative in the National Assembly. It is clear that GCOM has not addressed this.
Number of elect nominators, ensure it's correct. What about if there's someone who name is deleted? How do we address that?
This has been something that has affected ANOD and the joiner list, is how a joiner list actually functions. GCOM, 2.5 years later, is still to determine what is it.
All the various steps that will have to be taken from now to elections day, including what the parties would be required to do and how they are going to prepare their list and the rules and the regulations governing all of that.
GCOM has a mandate to educate and to treat all parties, all the persons contesting for this election equally.
GCOM's Deputy Chief Elections Officer, Anil Giddings, said the informative meeting comes at a critical time when political parties are in the full preparation mode for the upcoming elections, and education plays a critical role in ensuring the process is seamless.
I believe it is very important to understand the aspects regarding the submission, the preparation and submission of the various lists of candidates. And I think many parties have a lot of questions. It is a very technical process. It has a lot of requirements. And I believe this was very appropriate. And from the reaction of the persons that attended, I believe it was a success.
Political parties are in the process of submitting their representative symbols to GCOM, and Giddings explained that this process could conclude on July 14, which is nomination day. Additionally, in the lead-up to Elections Day, Giddings further explained that as the Secretariat completes its work, the official list of electors will be certified and publicized for 21 days. Confirmation of polling stations, procurement of sensitive and non-sensitive materials, among other key elements of election preparations. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
The Alliance for Change has severed ties with 3 of its senior members after they joined a Partnership for National Unity's list of candidates for the upcoming general and the regional elections, even as the party reveals new details about stalled coalition talks. More details from Tiana Cole.
With Alliance for Change AFC members Juretta Fernandes, Shara Duncan and Ricky RAMSAROOP signing on to the list of candidates for the Partnership for National Unity, APNU, to contest the upcoming elections. Fernandes being tipped as the prime ministerial candidate, the AFC has formally terminated their membership. In a statement late Wednesday, the party noted that, guided by its constitution and principles, it considers the trio has chosen to forfeit their membership by aligning with another political organization. Regarding the status of coalition talks, the AFC stated that on May 17, 2025, it submitted a revised coalition proposal to APNU. The updated proposal reduced the AFC's demand for seats and positions to 35%, down from the initial 65% that had been suggested during earlier negotiations. With nomination day for the upcoming elections fast approaching, the AFC says it remains open to coalition building. However, it noted that in the last proposal, the party made significant concessions, offering APNU nearly all of what it had requested, all in an effort to fulfill its commitment to public sentiment and the broader call for a unified opposition. Despite this, the AFC emphasized that it is now evident APNU was and remains uninterested in entering into a coalition agreement. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
The body of Coretta Blair Sandy bore marks of violence, and the French police say a murder investigation is underway. The mother of the dead woman believes it was premeditated murder. Travis Chase is on that story.
The mother of a Guyanese woman who was found dead a stone's throw away from her spouse's home in French Guyana said her suspicions about her daughter's death were confirmed after her father identified and examined the body of their daughter, 34-year-old Coretta Blair Sandy.
He told me there's a shot in the face and there's some cut up on the skin. So this is a premeditated thing, because they're cut. Even if you made a mistake and shot, where the cuts came from.
Coretta Blair Sandy left with her spouse, Terence Glasgow, for Cayenne on the 29th of May. She was later found in a swamp behind the man's French Guyana house. Her spouse has since returned to Guyana and indicated that he and his wife were attacked by gunmen on their way back to Guyana.
Then when she be found, she's right where you're living, wrapped up in 2 sheets. You say that you fire back to this man. This time it's my daughter you fire to.
The mother pleaded with police to apply for an extension of Glasgow's mandatory 72 hours to allow French authorities to conduct their probe and an autopsy.
What I want is that this boy have a stay until this matter is over and the autopsy and everything is finished and my daughter be handed over so that he could be extradited when the fine came out. If he come out from there before the finding over there, I would not get him.
Tricia Blair Sandy said she had warned her daughter after she observed her strange behavior, especially whenever Glasgow is around.
I always talk to my daughter. I have neighbors that hear my voice. I talking to my daughter all the time. I say, girl, be careful what you're doing. Be careful. I don't know. I can't talk more than I talk, yeah? Enough is enough in talking.
Commander of the Police C Division, Assistant Commissioner of Police Kali Parashram, told the Nightly News on Wednesday that the suspect, Terence Glasgow, has been released from police custody on bail as a joint investigation with French police was launched. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Join us after the break. We'll have more news for you.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
With 70% ethyl alcohol, Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer eliminates 99.99% of all germs and even moisturizes in the process, leaving your skin clean and hydrated. Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer. How do you stay clean?
The moment is coming. He has the ball. Will he make the shot? And he made it! Goal! This is the biggest win we've seen in ages. Feel the rush with every bet and win big. Play online at www.ibetgamesur.com.
With iBet Supreme, every game is your game. iBet to win with iBet Supreme.
Must be 18 years and older to bet.
Welcome back. You're with the HGP Nightly News. Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Hugh Todd on Thursday presided over a high-level open debate of the United Nations Security Council. Tiana Cole has the details.
During his address, Todd emphasized that as threats to international peace and security evolve, the global response must also shift. He said the world must begin addressing the root causes of conflict in order to achieve meaningful and lasting solutions.
Peace and security cannot be divorced from development. Poverty and underdevelopment are common features across many of the situations of which the Security Council is seized.
He further stated that the Security Council must begin looking through a development lens when executing its mandate, especially in areas vulnerable to instability.
The 2025 World Social Report warned that an escalation of ongoing conflicts or the emergence of new conflicts would lead to further setbacks in the global effort to eradicate poverty and address underdevelopment.
Minister Todd warned that the world now stands at a critical juncture where the links between peace, security, and development is clearer than ever. He said this reality demands bold, collective, and decisive action from the international community.
Prioritizing only political solutions in conflicts where poverty and underdevelopment feature prominently will not lead to a comprehensive and sustainable peace.
He also emphasized the importance of strengthening national institutions, which he described as a crucial pillar of effective peace-building efforts. The open debate has been held under the theme, quote-unquote, poverty, underdevelopment, and conflict, implications for the maintenance of international peace and security. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
A cab driver is seeking justice over a 2018 stabbing incident. He spoke with Travis Chase and related that a suspect is hiding in broad daylight.
Who almost took his life in 2018. The suspect, Kevin Dans, is believed to be hiding in plain sight.
He always hiding from me. He hiding. Since the story, he hiding. The police never apprehend him. The night of the joking, I fighting for my life. I couldn't be at the station. I had to be rushed to the hospital.
Baptiste said Dan stabbed him after he accused him of telling his wife about his extramarital affair.
I had a rumor going around with me and him that I tell his wife that he's dating this girl, which was not true. This funny business for me. I wouldn't be no part of that.
The cab driver said he was unable to file a police complaint until he was released from hospital and was recovering from the stab wounds. He said he's disappointed in the lax manner police at the Vigilance police station are handling the matter.
Vigilance never make no contact with me. And there is this man free like a boy. And there is me with my joke in my tummy.
What do you want now of this?
I was looking for justice because it's painful for no, right? The other night, he actually came there. I see, but he was in a car. Mr. Travis, I had to hold my composure. It's unfair to me for this. I'm not a criminal. I never get charged with the police. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing illegal. What this doing on my belly? Then I get stabbed in my back.
Usually reliable sources told Nightly News that the police have made several attempts since 2018 to arrest the suspect, but he continues to evade them.
Actually, he walked behind me. I remember I got a weakness also. I remember he knocking me here and I turn around, I fired 2 punches. And there he jerked me in my back. He turned me over and jerked me in my tummy.
Baptiste is hoping that the police arrest the suspect, Kevin Dance, as he believes, once again, he's up to no good. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
The Ministry of Education on Wednesday turned the sod for the construction of the $979 million VREEDEN Secondary School.
Education Minister Priya Manichan on Wednesday turned the sod for the construction of the VREEDEN Secondary School, valued at $979 million. The school, which will be built at Crane on the west coast of Demerara, has been designed as a fully reinforced concrete structure featuring transparent roof sheeting and a circular building outline. It will support the provision of education that satisfies both academic and technical needs while housing more than 500 students. The school will have more than 20 classrooms, a science center for labs for biology, chemistry, and physics, and a TVET center with labs for home economics and industry. Additionally, a sanitary block will be constructed to serve both the student body and teaching staff. It will also boast escape exits, alarms, extinguishers, escape doors, fire retardant panels, and the restricted use of timber and metal ceilings as key elements of the fire prevention system, prioritizing safety. Sports like basketball and cricket, which are important parts of the school's overall curriculum, will also be available to students in outdoor recreation areas, currently to meet the projected timeline. GR Engineering will serve as a consultant for the project, overseeing all technical and supervisory aspects. Minister of Education Priya Manichan also visited and provided an update on ongoing works at the Tushin Secondary School, which is valued at $864 million.
The multi-purpose hall, and it's coming along really beautifully. And the whole idea, the new thinking about school, is that it mustn't be burdensome. It must be a place children want to come to.
Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
More news after the break. Stay with us.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Hey, I would like to purchase all these auto parts here. This is for my Pitbull bus. This here is my bus as well, and this is here for my excavator. Only something 1,600?
Yes, only at Gen N Accessories. We offer high-quality, affordable heavy-duty machinery spare parts for various machines at unbeatable prices. We also crimp hydraulic hoses.
So guys, if you're looking for your auto parts, whether it's for your heavy-duty machinery or let's say your Pitbull bus, please check out Gen N Accessories at Lot 1 Public Road, Priceless, East Coast, Demerara.
back. Thanks for staying with us. You're watching the HGP Nightly News. As the world observes World Sickle Cell Day on a Thursday, medical professionals here have highlighted ongoing challenges faced by patients and the importance of increased support, awareness, and blood donation efforts to improve care and outcomes for those living with the disorder. Tiana Cole with the details.
Sickle cell disease is a hereditary blood disorder in which red blood cells, normally round and flexible, become shaped like a sickle or crescent moon. These abnormally shaped cells can block blood flow, leading to pain, infections, organ damage, and other serious complications. Dr. Pedro Lewis, Director of the National Blood Transfusion Service, emphasized the critical need for blood donations, especially for patients living with sickle cell disease.
Being an advocate as it relates to blood donation, this is one of the conditions that receive a lot of blood because we want these children, especially, to be part of society.
He added that continued public support through blood donation is vital to the survival and well-being of children battling the disease. Meanwhile, Dr. Sherlyn Stanton, consultant in the Pediatric Medicine Department of the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, GPHC, revealed that statistics in Guyana showed that approximately 0.3 per 100,000 persons are affected by major hemoglobin disorders, including sickle cell disease.
We have a significant burden of new patients that we see every day, as well as see in the chronic diseases clinic to manage that condition.
She noted that managing children with sickle cell disease presents unique challenges. Many of them require frequent hospitalization for blood transfusions to manage infections, one of the most serious complications. Additionally, these young patients are at heightened risk for strokes.
This is an inherited disorder.
Okay.
It's not something that they choose to have. And when it does present, it can present with quite significant pains.
Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Grenada Tourism Authority, in collaboration with Intercaribbean Airways, promoted the Spice Island of Grenada to the Guyanese market with a display of spices, herbs, delicacies, and beverages in an effort to attract more tourists and investors.
The Giftland Mall became a hive of activity on Thursday as Guyana and Grenada boosted destinations with direct flights between the two nations. The Inter-Caribbean Airways last year launched the initiative between Guyana and Grenada. In an interview with Nightly News, Tonya Charles, the director of the Grenada Tourism Authority, was enthused about this opportunity.
And today we're at Giftland Mall hosting a promotion for Guyanese visitors. And along with us, we have members from the Grenada Tourism Authority. We have True Bay Resort, we have Sea Breeze Hotel, and we also have Bay House. We have Inter-Caribbean as one of our airline partners.
The primary goal of the promotional event, according to Charles, is to entice Guyanese to visit the Spice Island.
Get a taste of Grenada today. Get all of your questions answered, and we also have some eats and drinks for you, made by a Guyanese caterer, but with inspired Grenadian flavor. And we also have some steel pan mixing.
The GTA director also mentioned that participants have the opportunity to win 2 Grenada vacations, which are provided by Inter-Caribbean Airways.
We also have hotel stays that you can win from True Bay Resort and Sea Breeze Hotel and Bay House, as well as some island activities.
Charles, also the marketing and sales director at Inter-Caribbean Airways, will be meeting some travel agents to facilitate further discussions on how both countries can mutually benefit in areas of trade and commerce.
Give them ideas as to what is there to do in Grenada, why they should visit Grenada, and how to sell Grenada best.
Several booths showcase the various spices and beverages of the island. Guyanese chef Ian John was also on hand to give patrons a taste of Grenadian cuisine. I'm Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for regional news.
Turbo with a new look, new style, with the same great taste in the 250 ml can. Everybody run out now. Go on. Charge up with a turbo 250 ml at your favorite spot. Wait, sell. New look, new can, same vibes. Jinxing, energize up your life. Vibes up, work time, anytime we are turn up the party with turbo can. Turbo can, turbo can, turbo can. Now available in the new 250 ml can. Turbo energy drink. Charge up today.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing June 16, 2025 to produce an official list of electors for the conduct of general and regional elections on September 1, 2025. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2025, and you're a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GCOM will post the preliminary list of electors in all registration divisions for you to check if you are listed and if your particulars are accurate. You can object to anyone you believe does not qualify for inclusion in the OLE. To do so, you must be listed on the same divisional list as the person you are objecting to. You must visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to make an objection. The objections aspect of this exercise will end on Friday, June 20, 2025. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0277-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Crispy, creamy, what a catch. So tasty. What a catch. With a caramel center. What a catch. And so much chocolate. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. First it's crispy, then it's creamy. With so much chocolate, smooth and milky. And when you go a little deeper, you find caramel. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. What a catch. You know we love you. What a catch. Oh, 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 oh. First it's crispy, then it's creamy. What a catch.
Good evening and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. Beginning with news in Jamaica. Jamaica says it will use its chairmanship of the 15-member Regional Integration Movement, CARICOM, from July this year to place emphasis on youth as the architects of the future. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who assumes the chairmanship from Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley, noted that the youths of the region account for nearly 60% of the population of the region. And I quote, "You have the power to redefine the Caribbean's place in the world," unquote. Holness said in a special message ahead of the 49th meeting of the Caribbean leaders to be held in Montego Bay from July 6 to 8. Holness spoke of the CARICOM Youth Ambassadors Program as a vital platform for collective voices of young people and encouraged them to be active co-creators of the region's progress. He also placed emphasis on the technological age, pointing out that, quote-unquote, digital fluency and creative energy of young people were essential. Meanwhile, Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith told Jamaica Information Service think tank on Tuesday that when Jamaica assumes the chairmanship, human development, capacity building, and partnerships will be central to all dialogues and actions. The summit will be held under the theme People Partnerships, Prosperity, Promoting a Secure and Sustainable Future. Turning attention to news in Grenada. The Grenada government says there has not been an increase in Grenadians being deported from the United States since President Donald Trump returned to the White House in January this year. In February this year, Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andal confirmed that Grenada received communications from the Trump administration that several Grenadians were scheduled for deportation, but they did not provide a number. Prime Minister Decon Mitchell assured Grenadians that as the Minister for National Security, the police are quite vigilant, the immigration authorities are quite vigilant, there has not been any necessary uptake in deportees since Donald Trump came into office. Data from the Royal Grenada Police Force shows that for the 5-year period of 2020 to 2024, 197 nationals were deported to Grenada, with the majority coming from the United Kingdom. And lastly, with some international news. Israel bombed nuclear targets in Iran on Thursday, while Iranian missiles hit an Israeli hospital overnight as the week-old air war escalated with no sign yet as a peace deal. Following the strike that damaged the Soroka Medical Center in Israel's southern city of Beersheba, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, and I quote, "Tyrants would pay the full price." Defense Minister Israel Katz said that military had been instructed to intensify strikes on strategic related targets in Tehran in order to eliminate the threat to Israel to destabilize the quote-unquote Ayatollah regime. Netanyahu has said that Israel's military attacks could result in the toppling of Iran's leaders, and Israel would do whatever was necessary to remove the existential threat posed by Tehran. Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar, speaking to the reporters outside the damaged hospital, said, and I quote, "Regime change in Tehran was not a goal the Security Cabinet had set for the time being." U.S. President Donald Trump, meanwhile, has kept the world guessing about whether Israel's superpower ally would join it in airstrikes. Trump has veered from proposing a swift diplomatic end to the war to suggesting the United States might join it. On Wednesday, he said nobody knew what he would do. Thanks for watching. I am Antonio Day.
Political party representatives briefed on technical aspects of election preparedness ahead of nomination day. AFC drops Fernandes, Duncan, and RAMSAROOP after aligning with APNU. Cab driver seeking justice over 2018 stabbing says suspect hiding in broad daylight. And MOE turns sod for $979 million VREEDEN Secondary School. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm ALETHEA Grant. Thanks for watching.